Okay, good morning. I forgot my Bhagavad Gita. So today my student Anjali teach me Bhagavad Gita. Anjali.
Okay, first we will know that why the Mahabharata and the war is happened. The war is happened between the Kauravas and Pandavas because in a game, Pandavas has lost because of Shakuni's manipulation. After slowly the Mahabharata is happened. First we will learn the chapter 1, shloka 1. धर्मक्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे संवेतयुत्सवः मामाक पाण्डेयश्चैव किं कुर्वत् संजयः. First verse is spoken by Dhritarashtra in the entire Bhagavad Gita. The entire Bhagavad Gita has 700 verses. This one verse is spoken by Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra is the father of all the Kauravas. In this sloka, Dhritarashtra asking Sanjaya, because Sanjaya was the secretary of this Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra asked, O Sanjaya, gathering on the holy field of Kurukshetra, eager to fight, what did my sons and the sons of Pandu do? He just want to know what is going on in the Mahabharata. So he asked Sanjaya because he is blind. Second slok. Sanjaya uvacha drishtva uttu pandavanīkam vyūram duryodhanastada acharyamupaksam raja vachan marvati. Sanjaya said, at the time, seeing the army, the Pandavas drawn up for battle and approaching Dronacharya, King Duryodhana spoke the following words. Third sloka. Pashyeta Panduputrānamacharya Mahitim Chumam Vyudam Drupada-putrena Tvam Shishyena Deemta. Behold, O great teacher, the military formation of the army of the sons of Pandu arranged by your gifted student Dhritarashtra Vyumna, the son of Drupada, talks about noticing how good the other team is in a war. Duryodhana is telling his teacher to look at the strong Pandava army. The takeaway is that it's smart to notice and understand the abilities of others. Even if they are on the other side, it helps you to plan better, make wise choices in situations just like a game or in life. Shloka 4. अत्र शूरा महाश्वेता भीमार्जुनस्मयुधि युयुद्धानो विराटश्च द्रुपादश्च महारथः. Within those ranks are great archers who are equal to Bhima and Arjuna in war, such as Satyaki, Virata and the powerful charioteer Drupada. Once Duryodhana is saying, look, we have got some tough fighters in our team, almost as good as Bhima and Arjuna in the other team. The point is, just like in any game, it's good to know everyone's strength, not just your own teammates. In life, understanding what everyone is good at helps you to make wise choices, deals with challenges. Better similar to how knowing each player skills helps in a game. Shlok 5. Dhritarashtra Kutukshikitana Kashirajascha Vidyavana Puruji Kanti Bojascha Shaivasya Narpungavaha. Great heroes such as Drishtaketu, Chekitana, the heroic king of Kasi, Purujit, Kunti Boja and Saibya are also present. Talks about just like when you are playing in a team, it's smart to know the strengths of each player. Duryodhana is doing the similar thing. He is saying, look at our team. We have got brave warriors like Drishtaketu and many others. The lesson is that recognizing and appreciating what each person is good at makes the whole team stronger. Shlok number 6. Yudamanishya Vikranta Uttam Jasha Viryavana Sobhadra Drupadyascha Sarva Eva Maharataha. The chivalrous, kind towards women, Yudamanyu, the courageous Uttamauja, Abhimanyu, the son of Subhadra, and the sons of Draupadi are indeed all mighty chariot warriors. In this part, Duryodhana is chatting with his teacher, Dronacharya. He is basically pointing out the tough warriors on the Kaurava team. He is saying good things about the fighters, he is praising them. And this war is like the starting scene of a play introducing the main characters and tough fighters who are going to super important in the upcoming battle. Shlok 7. Asmakam tu vishishta yetanitra bodha dvijotam nayakamam senyasya sagnatra tan vrijamite. However, O best Brahmana, Dronacharya, you should also know how amongst my army is qualified to land or military force. Just for your information, I shall name them. Duryodhana is telling Dronacharya that their side is in good hands because Bhishma, a strong warrior, is leading their army. Bhishma is the grandfather of all the Kauravas. And on the other hand, he suggests that the Pandavas rely heavily on Bhima, who is as powerful as a lion among men. So this verse sets the stage by emphasizing the strength of the main leaders on both the sides. Shlok 8 Bhavana Bhimascha Karnascha Krupascha Samitanjaya Ashwadama Vikarnascha Somadristava Cha. Yourself and Bhishma and Karna and Kripa, who is ever victorious in battle, and even so Ashwadama, Vikarna and Burisrava, the son of Somadatta. Your good self as well as Bhishma, Karna and Kripa are always victorious in the battle. In this slok, Duryodhana is telling his teacher Dronacharya about the powerful warriors on the Kaurava side in the war. Duryodhana is highlighting the strength of these skilled warriors, expressing confidence in their ability to win the upcoming battle. Slok 9 Anye cha bhava shura madatta Tatkurjivitaha Nana Shastra Parahana Sarva Yuddha Visharada. They are all armed with various weapons and they are expert in the art of war. All of them are prepared to give up their very lives for my sake, as there are many other warriors. Duryodhana is telling his teacher Dronacharya about the warriors in his army. He says that many of them are very brave and ready to sacrifice their lives for this cause, and these warriors are skilled in using different weapons and very experienced. Shlok 10 Aparyaptam tadasmakam balam Bhishma birakshatam paryaptam tvidemitesha balam Bhima birashtam. Our army protected by the mighty of Bhishma is unlimited. However, the strength of the opposition protected by Bhima is insufficient. Duryodhana is saying that the strength of his army is protected by Bhishma and is very powerful, and on the other hand, he believes that the strength of the Pandavas is guarded by Bhima and is very limited. So here Duryodhana is expressing confidence in his army because of Bhishma's leadership. Shlok 11 Anyeshu cha sarveshu yata bhagamavista Bhishma virashtantu bhavantaha sarva eva hi. You must support and protect Bhishma at all costs at the strategic points of our battle formation. Duryodhana is instructing the warriors of the Kaurava side to focus on protecting Bhishma. He tells them to position themselves strategically on the battlefield according to their roles. So this verse emphasizes on planning on the Kaurava army, with Duryodhana recognizing the crucial role played by Bhishma in their forces. Shlok 12 or 13 Tasya Sanjayana Harsha Kuru Vruddha Pitamaha Sinhananda Vinadyoche Shankam Dadmo Pratapana. 12. 13th Tataha Shankascha Beyasya Panvana Gomukaha Sasya Bhavasya Antaya Sa Shabda Sutumolokavatam. Then Bhishma, the fearless grandsire of the Kuru dynasty, roaring like a lion, blew his conch loudly to increase the euphoria of Duryodhana. At that point, conches, trumpets, bugles, drums and horns suddenly sounded at all once, and the combined sound rose up like thunder. So it was a signal that the battle was ready to start. Shlok 14 ततः सेवेत्यः तु महिति स्यन्दना सितोः माधवः पाण्डवक्षय वाद्भियो शङ्को प्रद्युम्नः. Madhava and Pandava. Madhava is Krishna. Madhava and Pandava were seated in their magnificent chariots attached to white horses, and they blew gracefully their divine conches. Panchajanya Hrishikesho Devadattam Dhananjaya Pandrova Dadammova Mahashankam Bhishmakram Vrukadra. In this sloka explained their conches and their names. Pandavas Then, seated in a glorious chariot drawn by white horses, Sri Krishna as well as Arjuna blew their celestial conches. Sri Krishna blew his conch named Panchajanya, Arjuna blew his conch named Devadatta, while Bhima of ferocious deeds blew his mighty conch Poundra. अनंत विजयम राजकुंती पुत्रो युधिष्ठिर नकुल सहदेवश्च सुगोमणि पुष्पको. King Yudhishthir, son of Kunti, blew his conch Ananta Vijaya, while Nakula and Sahadev blew their conches known as Sugosha and Mani Pushpaka respectively. Kashyascha Paramaveshva Shikandi cha Maharatah Drishtadyumno Viratascha Satyakischa Parajitah Drupado Dropadasya Sarvasha Prithvipite Saubhadrascha Mahabahu Shankadamo Prutak and the excellent archer, the king of Kasi, and Shikandi, the Maharathi, the great chariot warrior, Drishtadyumna and Virata, and invisible Satyaki, Drupada, as well as the 5 sons of Draupadi, and the mighty armed Abhimanyu, son of Subhadra. All of them, O Lord, all of them are praying, O Lord of the earth, severally blew their respective conches from all sides. Sagosho Dhritarashtrana Hridayani Vyadharayat Navasham Prithvim Chaiva Tumulo Vyanadunyam. And the terrible sound echoing through heaven and earth rent the hearts of Dhritarashtra army. Atah Vyavasthina Drishtava Dhritarashtra Kampijva Pravrutte Shastra Samapte Dhanunradhyamaya Pandavaha Rishikesham Tada Vakyamidaha Mahipate. Arjuna Uvacha Senayorubhayo Madhya Ratam Stapaya Meyuchyata. Now, O Lord of the earth, seeing our sons arrayed against him and missiles were ready to be hurled, Arjuna, who had the figure of Hanuman on the flag of his chariot, took up his bow and then addressed the following words to Sri Krishna. Krishna, placed my chariot between 2 armies. Yavadeta Narendraha Yodakama Vistana Karmeya Saha Yodavyamilna Sar Sampudyate. And keep it there till I have carefully observed these warriors drawn up for battle and have seen with whom I have to engage in his fight. Yoyotsamanna vriksha aham ये यतः सत्र समागतः धृतराष्ट्रस्य ध्रुवोदयः प्रियचिकीर्षवः. Let me see all those warriors that are dear to Duryodhana, the wicked son of Dhritarashtra, assembled here for his battle. एवमुक्तो ऋषिकेशो गुडाकेशेन भारतः सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये स्थापयित्वा रथोत्तमम्. Sanjay replied, O descendant of Bharata, Sri Krishna placed the magnificent chariot between the 2 armies in front of Bhishma, Drona and the kings and said, Arjuna, behold these Kauravas assembled here. Tatra pashyati panatah pitrunata pitamahan acharyamatu labhaputron shvasardhushridvah senyorubhyamayo prapi. Now Arjuna saw stationed there in both the armies his uncles, granduncles and teachers, even great-granduncles, maternal uncles, brothers and cousins, sons and nephews and grandnephews, even so friends, father-in-laws and well-wishers as well as joined there. Tan samikshaya sa kaunteya sarva bandhu vasitana krupya paryavashto vishidanni bravati. Seeing all the relations present there, Arjuna was overcome with deep compassion and spoke thus in sorrow. Tan samikshaya sa kaunteya sarva bandhu vistana krupya paryavashti vishidvana bravati. In this verse, Arjuna said, Krishna, as I see these kinsmen arrived for battle, my limbs give away and my mouth is getting parched, nay, and shiver runs through my body and hair stands on end. In this verse, Arjuna was overcoming with a deep compassion. He does not want to fight, he wants to give up the fight. गांडीवं शस्त्रं हस्तशब्दका परिद्याते नाचा शक्नोम्यवस्थ भ्रमतिवः च मे मनः. The bow Gandiva slips from my hand and my skin too burns all over. My mind is whirling as it were and I can no longer hold myself steady. In this verse, Arjuna explains Sri Krishna that he does not want to fight. निमित्मानि च पश्यामि विपरीतन केशव न च श्रेयोपनश्यमि हत्वा स्वजनमहावे. And Keshava, the Krishna, I see omens of evil, nor do I see any good in killing my relatives in battle. Na kangshe vijrayam Krishna nacha rajyam sukhanani cha kim no rajyena govinda kim bhagye jeevitavana va. Krishna, I do not covet victory nor kingdom, nor pleasures, O Govinda. Of what use will kingdom of luxuries or even life be to us? In this verse, Arjuna explains Sri Krishna, I did not gain killing my relatives, so I do not want to fight. येषमर्थकाङ्क्षितं नो राज्यं भोगः सुखानि च त इमेवस्त युद्धे प्राणसत्यकत्वधनानि च. आचार्यपितरः पुत्रस्तेन च पितामहः मातुलः श्वशुरा पौत्र श्याला सम्बन्धिस्ततः. Those very persons for whose sake we covet the kingdom, luxuries and pleasures, teachers, uncles, sons and nephews, and even so granduncles and great-granduncles, maternal uncles, fathers-in-laws, grandnephews, brother-in-law, and other relations are here arrayed on the battlefield, taking their lives and wealth. यतान हन्तुमिच्छामि घ्नतोऽपि मधुसूदना अपि त्रैलोक्य राज्यस्य हतो किं नामहि कृतु. O slayer of Madhu, I do not want to kill them. So they may slay me, even for the sovereignty over the three worlds. How much the less for the kingdom here on earth? नित्यः धृतराष्ट्रान्नका प्रीति स्यनर्दन पापमेव श्रेयोदः तनातयेन. Krishna, how can we hope to be happy slaying the sons of Dhritarashtra, be killing even these dispirited? Sin will surely accrue to us. तस्मान्हरः वयं हन्तुं धृतराष्ट्रसम्बन्धवान् स्वजनः हि कथं हत्वा सुखेन स्याम माधव. Therefore, Krishna, it does not behove us to kill our relations. It is a sin. The sons of Dhritarashtra, for how can we be happy after killing our own relatives? यद्यपयते न पश्यन्ति लोभ पश्यतः कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं मित्रद्रोहे च पातकम्. कथं न ज्ञेयस्माभिः पापदस्मनिर्वन्तु कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं प्रपश्यद्विजनार्दन. Even though these people with their mind blinded by greed and anger perceive no evil in destroying their own race and no sin is treason to friends, why should not we, O Krishna, who see clearly the sin accruing from the destruction of one's family, think of desisting from committing this sin? कुलक्षये प्रपंस्यति कुलधर्मः सनातनः धर्मनष्टे कुलं कृतस्मदो निभव्यत. Age-long family traditions disappear with the destruction of a family, and virtue having been lost, vice takes hold of the entire race. Adharma-vivat Krishna pradyashanti kulakshya strishu drishtasu varaneyu jayate varnashankara. With the preponderance of vice, Krishna, the woman of the family, become corrupt, and with the corruption of women or descended of Vrishni, there ensues a intermixture of castes. Sankaro narakyawa kulagnana kulasya cha patanti pitaro hosham luptapinada kriya. Progancy owning the promiscuity damages the destroyers of the race as well as the race itself. Deprived of the offerings of rice and water, Shraddha and Tarpana, etc., the means of their race also fall. दोश्रेत कुलज्ञान वर्णसंकरकारके उत्साद्यन्ते जातिधर्म कुलधर्मश्च शाश्वतः. Through these evils bring about an intermixture of caste, the age-longing caste traditions and family customs of the killers of relatives get extinct. उत्सन्न कुलधर्मान मनुष्यान जनार्दन नरकेन्नयन्तं वासो भवति तद्व्युश्रुष्टम्. Krishna, we hear that men who have lost their family tradition dwell in hell for an indefinite period of time. अहो बात महत् पापं कर्तुं व्यावस्था वयं यद्राज्य सुख लोभेन हन्तु स्वर्जनमद्युते. Oh, what a pity! So possessed of intelligence, we have set our mind on the commission of a great sin, that due to lust for throne and enjoyment, we are intent on killing our own relatives. यदि मम प्रतिकारमश्चत्रं शास्त्रं पानेय धृतराष्ट्ररणेन हन्यसंतं क्षेमतरं भवेत्. It would be better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra armed with weapons kill me in battle while I am an unarmed and unresisting. Sanjaya Uvacha. एवमुक्तः अर्जुन संख्येय रथोपत्य उपावेशत् विसृज्य शशरं चापं शोकस्विगं मनसा. Sanjaya said, O Arjuna, whose mind was agitated by grief on the battlefield, having spoken thus, and having cast aside his bows and arrows, sank into the hinder part of this chariot.
So thank you.
First
First chapter is over and we are waiting for the second chapter. I think in second chapter we will have a very good commentary from her. Thank you.